made by the church with, first, the companies that the church contacted to come and assist with the rescue operations. Those particular companies were clearly given a mandate to see how best they can be able to save lives. Subsequent to that, of course, the Nigerian rescue operation emergency, which is called NEMA, also came in. And I think it's important to dispel this in absolute terms. There is no basis at all. In actual fact, it is not true that the church never cooperated with NEMA, firstly. To demonstrate the church cooperation with various regulatory bodies, and including the South African High Commissioner in Nigeria and the Consul General, immediately afterwards, I went to Lagos on Tuesday last week. And we set up a committee comprising of the Consul General and the High Commissioner staff, together with the church staff. On a daily basis, we were meeting, making sure that we provide the necessary information to the Consul General and the High Commissioner to make sure they're able to feed back that particular information back home. There is no truth to this particular allegation that the prophet endeavored in any respect to try to influence anyone. These particular allegations that he tried to bribe particular journalists are unfounded. They've got no basis for all. The video, in actual fact, it's some audio of some sort which they said it's there. Let me put it in clear terms. That particular, how can the prophet be able to bribe basically almost about 20 journalists who were talking to him? It just doesn't make sense. To bribe for what?
Minister Khadabe, we did ask him earlier whether the church is indeed cooperating, and he says you are in fact cooperating. And but what I want to ask is the church not cooperating now because people like you, having seen and heard how South Africans feel about how the church has been handling this matter, you then sort of decided to put pressure on the prophet and on your church to actually get to move? Otherwise, it had not really been moving as it should.
No, not at all. Our coming forward in being able to right now articulate the church position and as far as this unfortunate tragic event has got nothing to do with any pressure really that has been exerted either on the church or specifically personally on the prophet. The prophet, yes, has been using a particular media platform, which is the Emmanuel TV, and has sent immediately after the tragic event messages of condolences to the families, to the Nigerian citizens and the South African citizens, explaining in his view what has transpired, and very, very importantly, passing messages of condolence and saying to the affected families, I am with you. I'm feeling the pain that you are feeling. So there's a journey here to be traveled. The prophet has made it unequivocally clear that he is feeling the pain and he's going to walk through this particular journey with the affected families.
What's going to happen now? Walking through the journey, take us through that. What exactly is the church going to provide the family? Obviously, in the case of people who have lost their loved ones, who are now dead, you're not going to be able to bring them back. And those who have lost limbs, you're not going to bring those back either. But what is it that you are offering these families or all those who are affected?
Okay. What the church is doing as we speak right now, and it's not, again, a knee-jerk reaction, basically to say, okay, now there is this particular situation, hey, you haven't acted, can you be able to act? There is currently a process which we call a family needs audit. That particular audit, it's going through the families of the injured and the families of the dead to make sure that there is a proper needs audit per family to understand what needs are there for this particular family. If there's a breadwinner, to make sure that, there's proper provision for that particular family so that there is a little effect of negative nature as possible to make sure that the family is able to move forward. Yes, you're quite correct. it's an unfortunate event. To the extent to which lives have been lost, we cannot be able to bring those particular lives back. But the church is doing its best to make sure that there's very minimum negative effect on the family life going forward.